Wow, I haven't held an SNES controller in a while.
Yeah, right?
Feels all foreign. 4760 crept up. Thank you to whoever is a patron that donated.
Nothing rocks the that up quite like a little Madden.
Yeah. Yeah, Madden only made us $10. That's not good. Wow, perfect. Yeah, I'm not getting the audio for this. Is not coming through. I'm still hearing the PS4 audio.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I think because isn't this plugged?
Oh right,
your
right.
headphones?
Optical.
The sound,
Yeah.
the streams here in the Super Nintendo, I think. Right?
I cannot. There we go. Finally.
Whoop.
Oh wow! I got dizzy from that.
The dizzies in hyper fighting are crazy.
Thought I had that blocked.
You did, but you had no life.
Oh.
You got chipped out.
Oh, got you.
If this was a later Street Fighter game, I would get a little cheese.
It's crazy how few characters there are.
Yeah, it's sparse.
Not even E Honda. You're too good for me, Kyle.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've thought about maybe if we do the draft, like loser thing, it might just be you losing to me at fighting games for like 8 hours.
Which is exactly what would happen.
Nope, didn't get this flash kick.
Oh, and I couldn't throw the fireball. I misfired. Put up a little bit of a fight that time, at least. Vaguely.
Yeah, it's hard. I haven't done these moves on these controllers in 20 years.
Yeah, I am definitely misfiring a lot.
Let's try my boy Vega.
I'll go with Blanca.
How do you? I don't remember how to change the stage. Maybe you're the one.
Japan. No, it won't let me change it either.
Oh, you hit the select button.
No.
Guile's theme goes with everything.
Oh, you're crushing me. I don't even remember any of the moves for Blanca,
Blanca's
obviously.
all charge.
Yeah, you hold back and then go forward, but I was only getting like the short distance one.
Well, it depends on the punch. So, like I say, it's weak punch, middle punch, heavy punch.
Yeah.
And same thing with the kicks.
It feels weird though, trying to do heavy punch, back forward heavy punch with the shoulder button.
Oh yeah.
I've got to be able to land or do my moves or I have no chance. I just keep misfiring. That was quick. Wonder if I can win a round even against you. Oh, there is E Honda.
Yeah, Honda's one of the originals.
Yeah, that's what I thought. At first I didn't see him in the select. Keep catching me. Oh, that was nice. He dodged that sweeping kick.
The old era. I don't know. In the old, we can never understand what they're saying because of the low sound quality in the old arcade. So we called that move the Ayutka Perutka. In reality, he's saying a much more complicated Japanese phrase.
I can't even get near you. Oh, perfect. Perfect.
You win. Perfect.
I don't think I will be able to win a round.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe you might be able to win around if I picked somebody I'm really bad with, like Zangief. I'm not a Zangief player.
I don't know anyone who's good with Zangief.
Most people are good with Zangief.
I mean, I watch esports. Yeah. Obviously, there are people who are good, but otherwise, it's like... It's not landing anything. Like right there, I had you. If I had just timed my fierce kick. So bad. It's just total annihilation. Whoa. See, I can't get my helicopter kick either. I can't get it.
Yeah, it's this is.
I know like it's forward, half circle away, and fierce kick, but I just can't do it.
It's half circle back, yeah.
Yeah.
From down. Just backwards fireball.
Can't do it. I'll play him Bison even though I have no idea how to play as him. Can't be any worse than what I'm doing right now. USA. Round one. Fight.
Wow, dizzy already. I didn't expect that. I'm gonna break that barrel. Maybe not.
Every time I get in the air, you always win.
I always know when you're gonna jump.
But it seems like no matter how early I attack, you're always the one who gets the...
Yeah, because I know when you're going to attack, so I attack at the time that I need to beat you with a hitbox.
I just can't do anything. I can't do any moves.
That was good. It's one of Bison's most dangerous things is you can just
it's a pain in the ass.
And,
yeah.
And
I'm not going to cheese it like that, but
that's not
some
cheese.
people do.
I have ways around it. I just wasn't ready for it.
I keep forgetting on the last hit. I can't block it. Look at my record. All zeros in the win column.
Right, let's try somebody I'm not good with, like Zangief. I mean, I know the thing about it is like I know the basics of how to play fighting games. It doesn't, you know,
right. Well, there's a lot of duplicated moves in this game.
Well, the basics of how a 2D fighting game works are kind of universal, and I remember, I love it. I remember in the old days when like one of the big comparison points was how many elephants were in Dhalsim's stage. Like so, like
right,
because there's six in the arcade, 3 on each side, and then there's obviously only 4 here, and then the 3DO version had all 6, if I remember correctly. That was like a big. You've got all the elephants are here for that one.
You caught me in those 2 grapples and took out like 70% of my health with 2 moves.
Yep, that's Zangief.
Yep. I actually pull off like 1 out of 5 moves, I think, that I'm actually trying to do. I just can't.
I mean, some of this is like muscle memory coming back, because my friend Andy and he got a Super Famicom, and we played the original Street Fighter II that came out for Super Nintendo on these same with Super Famicom controllers, we're basically saying. And we played until our thumbs were bleeding, like when he first got that.
And they used to, yeah.
And
No one else will play Dalsim, I'll play him.
I like Dalsim. Like
I like him as a character. He's just very awkward. He's probably the most different character out of all of them.
Yeah, he's a very different zoning character, and very few.
Well, his jump speed is like.
Very few people knew how to play him properly back in the day, and he's much more viable now. But like in these old games, they were still kind of figuring him out. Tiger uppercut.
Alright, this is the last match. It can't be fun watching you just destroy me.
Isn't it?
For you it is. For people watching the stream,
I
it's
think
like...
you should ask the stream on that one.
There's another
Tiger
perfect.
uppercut. Kind of fun.
Yeah, it's weird. I guess there's no home button on these controllers.
No, you have to actually hit the reset.
Oh, really?
Although I believe they said that the what you call it, the
I'll play Zangief just for fun.
The Pro Controller on the Wii actually does work, and the home button on that does actually send you back to the menu screen.
Oh, okay.
So apparently you can do it from a controller. You just need a controller with a home button on it. Oh, I forgot how weird his jump is.
It's just total annihilation. I hate having the fierce punch on the left shoulder button.
But the only reason I'm used to I played this on Super Nintendo so much with no fight stick that I can just do it.
This is embarrassing. Holy cow. And I will say Zangief is my worst character. I don't know how to do a single one of his moves. But
same. I know it's hard on a pad too, because I think one of his moves is it's the spin move, and that's all 3 punch buttons, which is obviously kind of a tall order on the controller.
I'm also always playing on the right side instead of the left, and I'm definitely better at pulling moves off from left to right.
Oh, we can switch if you want.
I don't think it'll make that much of a difference, but it's not like the matches are close or anything. I think Vega's the only character I haven't played with yet.
Brazil.
The knucklehead. That's what I always called that move. It's just total annihilation.
The Yoga Noogie. Yoga, 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 yoga. Alright, he doesn't have that move yet. I was trying to do the flame.
Oh, he does it?
No, he has like the projectile, but he doesn't have like when he spits like a little cloud of fire. He doesn't have that move yet in this game.
Wow. He hit like 20 times.
Or maybe he does. Man, it's been a long time since I played this game. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I thought he did.
I was trying to do it backwards, but it's actually a full half circle forwards in this. I forgot.
Okay, that's enough of that.
All right. They changed him so much in 5.
Yeah, I don't really like him in 5. He's like a different character.
Yeah, but he's more competitive, I think.
Yeah, I get that, but he just kind of lost his personality, I think. Let's see. So you hit reset?
Reset, yeah. Push it up. Like the old one.
Yep.
What else we got? Actually, why don't you just play Punch Out? Since you like that one. That was the one you were excited about, I guess, right?
You can plug in that mic too if you want.
Which mic?
The other lav is here somewhere.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I'll hunt around. Oh, maybe that's it over there. I don't know.
It's here somewhere. I know I brought both of them. It might be over on that TV stand.
I haven't played this in a while.
Not being able to hear it's going to be a little weird. Gabby J.
I don't actually know if I've ever played this.
I don't know if I don't remember what the buttons are to punch.
Oof.
Yeah, I don't know what the buttons are. I can dodge fine.
You can body blow fine.
What's he doing?
He's like resting, I guess.
Oh yeah, he got all his health back. Boy, that punch is working. Yeah, I don't know what the buttons are. It's weird.
I've never played it. Is it like regular Punch Out where like up makes you punch higher and...
Yep.
Yeah. So there should be like a left and a right, right? And you've got the S, which should be the super punch, which that's start. Like
I'm guessing.
Like it was on NES. To get to the manuals, you have to go through some like website thing.
Not really?
I don't think they're on here. Or at least if they are, I haven't found them. There's a little option for it, but
I can't dodge that for some reason.
you dodged it once. Look like the old man in the ring.
He knocked me down. Gabby J knocked me down. Down goes Gabby J.
Good play on.
Geriatric Gabby J. My new record. Apparently you can beat him in 25 seconds if you know what you're doing.
Well, if you're Don King, apparently.
Yeah. Canadian Bear Hugger. I don't remember how you duck in this. Because when he does his bear hug, you have to duck it.
Is it down? Down, shoulder buttons. I feel like those overalls aren't regulation.
Yeah, that's it. You just hit down.
So he's kind of like a King Hippo sort of thing. Where he's got the gimmick and you gotta...
See, this guy was in the arcade game.
Yeah, I remember him from the arcade game. It's hard without the sound.
It is.
The sound
You don't
is a lot of
realize.
cues, yeah. Especially like Punch-Out, where it's like you're almost dodging more by the sound of things. Here comes the hug. That was efficient.
I love this game. I just love Punch-Out in general.
What did you think of the Wii one?
I didn't like it very much. Okay, if you let me just keep punching in the face, by all means, let me.
Ooh.
Caught him.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I mean, artist doesn't think he's wearing anything under those overalls.
No, he's definitely not. Yeah, because like up until this, the console versions of Punch-Out were way different than the ones in the arcade. And I grew up playing the ones in the arcade, and I remember Mike Tyson's Punch-Out came out, and I'm like, who are all these people? I'm like, Piston Honda? That's Piston Hurricane. Yeah, see here he's called the right name. Bring it.
Same animation, even.
Yeah. See, he should have went down there when I hit him in the gut when he came in.
Honda would have. Oof.
Oh, we mixed it up.
There it is.
See, it worked. That time.
1, 2, fight!
I love his face when he's like getting punched. So, Super Punch is not start,
Apparently not. Maybe it's select.
which is awkward. Oh. Get up, fool!
Fight!
Down he goes.
2, 3, 4. Fight!
Funny, because we can't hear it, so like in my head, it's all the NES Punch-Out sounds.
Right. The sounds in this are actually like way better.
Still annoyed that ActRaiser isn't in this collection.
Yeah. There's only really a few like glaring omissions though. I think overall they
well,
did
I would put ActRaiser and I would put Chrono Trigger in. Those are my two missing games.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I think unless you want like all 3 Donkey Kong countries or like that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean there are still tons of great games that aren't in this, but
in terms of just absolute, you know, like if you own a Super Nintendo, you have
to
own
have this game.
I would
Yeah.
say ActRaiser and Chrono Trigger are the two missing ones.
Yeah.
And there's some, you know, like I know there's some people that say Uniracers. I would like Uniracers, but there's some kind of legal issue with that is apparently going to prevent that ever from being released.
Oh, really?
Again. Because that was I believe that was DMA. That was the people who went on to make GTA. Oof.
Ball bull's easy. You just have to dodge his bull charge. Like that. But if he hits you with the bull charge, you lose all your health.
Ninja Turtles in Time would be a good inclusion here, but I feel like the licensing on that would be an issue. Although that is a really good one. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. It's gonna be a way to put your own games on this soon enough, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure there probably already is.
Oh.
Got him. He'll do his bull charge probably as soon as he gets up. Yep. And down he goes.
Beat the cake. Right on.
He's happy.
54 normal punches.
I mean, that's kind of the funny thing about Punch-Out. Like, the left and the right and all that doesn't matter. Like,
So like in the NES one, there was a couple characters where if you alternated left and right, you could do the combo forever.
yeah, no, you're right. But really, it's just memorizing the pattern and getting your punches in.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah, I'm guessing to score in those top ones, you can't hardly ever get punched. Cleared. I done won the belt.
Yeah, that's right. They fit the entire NES library on the NES Classic. So if like you reflash the.
It's just a Raspberry Pi, isn't it? Isn't that almost?
I mean, it's not, but it's like the equivalent.
Yeah.
More or less. It's.
I'll play one more circuit. Bob Charlie. This is a guy who is only ever in this game. So I'm not very good against him.
Charlie. Fight.
Hey. His eyes are funny. Oh.
Oof.
Yeah, I don't know how to do super punch. I don't know how to stop this either. Yep.
Not like that.
Maybe I have to duck it.
2, 3. Fight.
Digital Foundry says that this is the exact same hardware as the NES Classic.
Yeah, I saw that.
Just running better games.
Yeah, they open it up. It's the same exact hardware. Which is probably why they're like, oh yeah, we'll make another NES Classic. We'll just make some more.
Yeah.
It's like we're already manufacturing them. It's
It
just a
basically-
different shell.
Yeah, it just depends what you flash the thing with and what shell you put it in.
Yeah, just gotta duck it.
I mean, if there was a if there's a way to get an NES Classic easily, like I did with these, I would probably get one. But
Well, this guy just leaves his gut wide open.
did that actually say Bob time to shuck and jive? Wow.
Well, I mean, it is basically Bob Marley.
Right, but there's some implications to
Yeah.
that phrase.
Yeah. Ooh.
How did those not hit you? Were you blocking?
Yeah. I have my block down.
Huh. I feel like you could have countered that there.
Oh. Oh, he got me down. One more punch and he's done.
2, 3, 4, 5,
Get up, fool.
fight!
Down goes Bob Marley.
Too close.
I've only drank one Red Bull so far.
Really?
Yep. I've been playing games now for almost 12 hours.
When did you start?
It's crazy. After 9, I got started late because setting like all this up, it took longer than I thought it was going to.
Good work, Zelda.
Yeah. And Han Solo. That's funny. Dragon Chan. I can never time his special in this version of the game. In the arcade game, I could do it every time. I can never do it in this one.
Direction! Huh? Huh? Fight!
I'm glad they.
Here it comes. Yep, I can never
You
time it.
can't do that in boxing.
Yeah, it's also an instant death. He takes all your health when you miss it. So this might be the end of our Super Punch-Out demo.
I'm glad they upped the game in terms of like the interface and features on this compared to the NES Classic. Like you've got the save states, you've got even just the fact you unlock Star Fox 2 instead of just having it.
Oh, I wasn't even aware of that.
Yeah, you have to finish the first stage of Star Fox to unlock Star Fox 2.
I wish I could figure out how to do a Super Punch. Oh, here we go. I've got it finally. But then totally missed the follow-up.
1, 2, fight!
Oh! Oh, he did it 3 times! Dragon Chan serving up the beatdown.
Fight!
Well, he just like split into 2. He does stuff in this that he doesn't even do in the arcade version. I cannot time that at all.
Yeah,
Yep, that's that. Alright, let's move on to something else.
people were requesting Yoshi's Island.
Alright, you can play this one.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play Yoshi's Island.
It's
I'm not a Yoshi.
so weird that of all the games on this, they're requesting Yoshi's Island.
People like Yoshi's Island. Although today, I was vindicated. You hit the reset.
Yeah.
I can't reach down. I was vindicated with a belief I'd had for a long, long time that let's do some Mario. That Mario, when he's when he directs Yoshi to stick his tongue out, he's punching Yoshi in the head.
And he is.
And he like the
They
an-
finally
well, the
unveiled
anime
that,
finally
in
admitted
fact, yeah,
that yeah.
saw
And
that.
originally, before it came, there was actually a bop sound to indicate that you were hitting him in the head, and they took it out because they thought it might upset people.
Yeah, well,
And I always thought like, no, people are like, no, he's pointing, he's like saying go, and I'm like, no, he's hitting him in the head, like he's abusing the animal to get him to do what he wants. And I'm just like glad that after all these years.
they admitted it
I was
finally.
right.
Well, we curated that story this past week, and my blurb was like, PETA would have a field day with this in 2017.
Yeah.
Even though it's Yoshi, which is a dinosaur.
Not being able to hear this is weird.
Yeah, it's hard.
Like normally you can hear that bullet coming. You never hear the one with your name on it. A long time since I played any of these, I guess, really.
Yeah.
Like I played this when it hit the Game Boy Advance. That might be the last time I played Mario World.
I just don't have time to play retro games. It's like, I may have a lot of time here soon, though. But if you're working in the industry, you just don't have time for it.
Damn it!
Send out some more tweets.
There are people asking, yeah, it looks pretty good on a modern TV. Like it's clean, but it doesn't look like
Too clean?
it doesn't look like kind of that nearest neighbor smeary aliasing, like anti-aliasing thing that some of the filters have. This is like I guess being done kind of like in proper, whatever you want to call it, like 4:3, and then there is a pixel perfect mode you can do that I guess changes to whatever the exact like screen resolution was per dot of of whatever the original was, and then there's a 16:9 mode that like stretches it.
You don't want to stretch it.
No, there's no reason to do that to it. I think it looks fine. I mean, it looks clean, and it looks.
I mean, it's
but
the best
still-
looking SNES I've
Sure.
ever seen.
Sure, but it doesn't look like artificially cleaned up.
No, you're
It
right.
looks-
Yeah.
It clearly looks like what you remember playing, but it also like supports modern stuff. And then there's also there's a scanline mode, but I don't like scanline stuff. They're a necessary evil of CRTs, but they are not part of the charm to me. Whoops. Screwed that up. Time to smack a dino in the head. Boom. Yeah. That's what you do to your friends.
Punch a dinosaur.
Dinosaur punching in the Mushroom Kingdom today. No wonder he runs away. Whoop. Get back here. You belong to me. I just love the abusive relationship thing that's just opened up with Yoshi now that they've admitted that he's just smacking him in the head. Look at that, I just made him eat dirt. Because the mole wasn't out of the ground yet.
Yoshi gets no respect.
And why should he, really? I don't like Yoshi.
I don't either. I've never been a big fan of Yoshi. Who do you like more, Kirby or Yoshi?
Kirby. I like
Yeah.
Kirby.
Kirby at least is like more of a unique character.
And Kirby's got an attitude on him sometimes.
Yeah.
And, I enjoy that. I always liked, what was it, Andrew? Remember Andrew? He used to
Yeah, of
write
course.
it.
Yeah.
He would play Kirby in Smash Brothers, and every time he would hit you with that stupid like brick
Oh
pound move,
yeah.
you get knocked away, and he'd do the taunt, which was like hi, and it was like yeah, that's about the most annoying thing.
Yeah,
someone
that'll
can
make
do.
you mad.
Hi.
Cheshire. Might as well make it a 48-hour stream. No way, bro. That is not happening. If I make it to 24, I'm going to give myself a gold medal. I don't care if anybody else wants to give me one or not. I'm giving myself one. Still sitting tight at 4760. See, after Madden, that was it, man. That was the last time we got any pledges.
And killed the momentum. Just gotta put Madden on the stream, and then you put money in the Patreon. That's how you win the game.
Yeah.
Thanks,
That's
John.
how you win the game.
Thanks, John. Well, you gotta get into the end zone, and then you score points. You score more points than the other guy. That's how you win the game.
Well, if they would have lost,
Thanks.
they wouldn't have lost that game. They'd have won.
It's kind of insightful commentary. He gets the big bucks for.
Yeah, if it was, man. He would always say the obvious. Brett Favre, he can really throw the ball. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, that he can.
That Frank Caliendo or whatever is really good at imitating Madden. Like nails it.
San Francisco, the San Francisco. I can't hear it because I can't remember that. The end song there always reminded me of the Rice-A-Roni jingle.
The San Francisco treat.
It's funny how even like all those years, all those years, these years later, I haven't played this in however long. I still know that pipe is the one you go down. It's
It is funny, the stuff that you remember, right?
Oop, I didn't remember that was a coin block. Alright. Ooh, a little slow down. Eating the spiked balls. Don't mind us.
Nope. Nice save.
Thanks to Yoshi's feet.
Yep. You want a drink?
I got a drink.
I got tons of stuff in the mini fridge. All highly caffeinated. I'm about to get.
Leave Yoshi outside the castle. He's not house trained.
He might pee on the rug.
I remember discovering you could do this, and when we first got it, we thought we were so clever.
You can do what?
You just do this thing, where you as long as you're on the thing, it counts as being in the air. So
right.
you can like hit enough of these guys to get 1-ups out of them.
That's kind of the beauty of Mario, though, isn't it? How
Yeah.
You find those little things about it and then you share them with your friends. Now you just read the internet. But back in the day, you go to school and you tell your friends, "Oh, I discovered this," and you'd be like, "No, that can't be true."
Yeah. Although then sometimes like it was just all bull.
Right. Yeah. Well, sometimes it wasn't true. Yeah.
We had, especially like in the arcades with the fighting games, all the Chun-Li throwing her bracelet stuff and
Yeah.
Guile's handcuffs. Well, Guile's handcuffs was real, in a sense. It was a glitch, but it was a real thing.
Here's the lava mic if you want it.
All right. Once I'll beat this castle and then hand it off for another game to you. There's plenty to choose from.
Yes, there are.
Ooh. You're coming. Whoop.
I'll say one thing though. When you pick up the SNES Classic, it feels like it should cost $10.
Yeah, it's not a pricey object.
No, if you pick it up and you're like, this thing should cost like nothing. It weighs like nothing. Like even as small as it is, it's just empty. There's nothing in there.
They're trapped in an egg. I mean, it just means they're not born yet, really.
Right. It's trapped in an
I mean,
egg.
if you're not ready to come out of your egg, you don't want someone to let you out of your egg because you die.
Yeah, you'd be like premature and like
Right.
only half formed.
I always love the sound the castle made when it collapsed.
Yeah.
You can say, okay, hit the reset if you would. So here's how you say. I don't actually know if you save, if like saving like I just did there, if that counts on this, because the way you do the save here is you go down and like it has a save state for the last thing you did, and you just hit that, and now it's suspended there. So now I can go back to that whenever I want.
Let's see. Any requests from the chat?
There is no sound coming through the TV. The sound is going into the TriCaster. So there is no sound on the. Actually, I don't even think the TV has speakers.
It does.
It does?
But the problem is you get feedback because
Right.
we have mics on.
Right. So you'd hear the sound at the wrong time, basically.
Yeah, you end up getting an echo, and then eventually it turns into feedback. Man, I haven't played some of these games
Yeah.
in
So like
so
you can't
long.
there is no volume on the TV for this because there's no sound getting to the TV. It's just a feedback from the TriCaster. So the sound would be out of sync with what you're hearing. You'd hear the sound twice over.
Man, I haven't played this in
F-Zero.
forever.
I remember we went to the event for F-Zero AX-GX. Remember that?
AX, GX?
Because there was the arcade one was our AX and the GameCube
Oh, right,
one was
right,
GX,
yeah.
and we went and they had both. They had the arcade cabinets there, and they had the. Yeah, I remember we walked out of that just with our minds blown. with
Yeah.
that game.
Well, I have the bag that they gave away with that,
Yeah, I still have that.
and I use it for my hockey gear. And I used it for years, took it to hockey, no one ever even noticed it. And one day I was sitting there and I was putting all my gear in my bag, and some kid came running up from behind me. He was like playing kickball or whatever, and was like, "I'll give you $150 for that bag right now." And I turned around and I looked and I was like, "What?" He's like, "Where'd you get that?" And I was like, "I was at like the review event for that game." And he's like, "What?" He's like, "That's like one of my favorite racing games ever." And he's like, "No one even knows it exists." And I was like,
Sadly, yes.
and
That's
and then
true.
and I was like, "Ha!" I laughed or whatever, and turned around. And he goes, "Well, are you gonna sell it to me?" And I was like, "No, I'm not." It's funny.
The I also it's funny like because remember when F-Zero X came out for N64.
Yeah.
We went to Andrews and we played that game until the sun came up.
Yeah.
Like that.
That game was hard too, man.
It was. Racing around the cylinders and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that was a cool game. And
Didn't look very good.
No, but nothing on the N64 looks good anymore. But like again, like I would buy an N64 Classic. I think even without all the rare games.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Especially if they went like with some deep cuts. Like I mean, you can't do like some of all the rare games, but there's some stuff in there I wouldn't mind seeing again.
This game does not particularly hold up.
No, I don't. This and Mario Kart, I don't think work as well as we might hope anymore. The Mode 7 like thing for racing is sort of, it was a cool trick at the time, but
But there's still esports for Mario Kart. I'm not kidding.
I know.
Kotaku did like a whole feature on it this week.
Yeah, well, that's also kind of part of sort of part of the Nintendo experience is not knowing when to let go.
Yeah. I mean, there's still like huge Tecmo Bowl
Oh,
competitions. That I get a little more.
Well, look,
Because that game still really does
I
hold
think
up.
you know, I mean, the tournaments are what the tournaments are, but I'm pretty sure the tournament scene, as far as like people playing just what they want to play, I think Melee is still bigger than any of the other.
Oh, it
Smash
is,
games.
yeah.
One more to pass. You just slapped that guy.
Really? I lapped him?
Well, your rank didn't go up, so I assume that was not the guy in first place.
I know some people will say what I just said, this doesn't hold up to sacrilege, but if you're honest with
Mm.
yourself,
There you go. First place.
was that, so the AI was lapping people too.
Beetle Adventure Racing would be a good one.
That was a good game.
I feel like that would be a license issue, but
Yeah.
then again, what's Volkswagen really doing these days?
Nothing in video games, that's for sure.
Nice wheels. One player.
That game was hard too, I thought.
Oh. I'd be into that.
It
And
was challenging.
they should also use it to like highlight some games that like got kind of forgotten, like Rocket Robot on Wheels.
Oh, for sure.
Sucker Punch.
I mean, I could see Sucker Punch being like, okay, I'm cool with that.
Well, they got screwed on that.
Oh, I got second.
Because that game, that was published by Ubisoft. Ubisoft put it out on the same day as Rayman 2
Yeah.
on the N64.
I remember that, yeah. Rayman 2 sold really well on N64.
Yeah, Rayman crushed it. No one noticed Rocket came out, except me, because I loved Rocket Robot on those. It's like it was a physics-based platformer.
I have it still.
I
Red,
saw
red
it.
cartridge.
I put it in the Bits and Bytes show.
Did you?
It was one of the underappreciated robots. My number one, actually, the number one underappreciated robot.
I'm sure you got some points with people actually who know what they're talking about.
Yeah. Well, I
for that
remember
one.
when I went up to Sucker Punch to do like interviews for Infamous, I brought my copy of it, and I just to say, say like, I'm a fan of you guys from back here, and like Nate Fox and those guys were like, wow, someone has this. It's just like, he's like, I don't even know if I still have this thing. Like you could tell that that was a hard experience.
Well, it was a good game, and
Oh, it
it
was a great
sold
game.
like crap.
Yeah. And it's exactly what like the N64 audience liked and wanted at the time, but
It was just so weird, though.
it got buried.
it is
by
a really
Rayman.
bizarre game.
It got buried by its own publisher. It was Sent to Die. It was that's one of the
Who
most.
did publish that game?
Ubisoft.
Was it Ubi?
Ubisoft put it out on the same day as their own platformer. Rayman 2. They put it. I mean, that is one of the most Sent to Die games I've ever seen.
That's a list that's never been done.
No?
Nope.
Well, I'll put that on the next Bits and Bytes.
You
episode.
should. Games that were sent to die.
If we make more.
That's a good one.
What other one?
And believe me, I know every list that was ever done. Every one.
What other games were Sent to Die?
Oh, there's tons. I mean, you can just look up like marketing budgets.
Yeah.
See games that just didn't have any marketing that scored over like an 8.
I'm a little bit tempted to put Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite on there.
Yeah? I mean, I haven't seen a
commercial
single
for it. No.
commercial for that.
Not at
No.
all, and you'd think with Marvel behind it.
But you know what? I never see any commercials for Switch either. I mean, I'm sure obviously they spend a ton because
Yeah, well.
every month they have the biggest marketing budget of the big three. But I never see Switch commercials. They don't show them like during NFL football.
Yeah, well, I think the word of mouth on the Switch does its own job, whereas Marvel vs. Capcom needs some help.
Yeah.
Well, there's so much, I mean, especially because there's so much skepticism surrounding the fighting game community that you really needed to sell it to the Marvel fans, and I don't think the Marvel fans know it exists.
Well, it sold poorly in the UK.
Yeah.
Its first week, what was it like?
It was like 18th. Or
Yeah,
something.
dude. I
It
mean,
was in the
I'm
teens
thinking
somewhere.
maybe it was only on sale for a day or two, but still.
Considering the licenses at play, that's low.
Yeah.
There's some pretty good Marvel games on the Super Nintendo too. Not that I really desperately want them in this collection, but
Those are definite
yeah.
licensing issues.
Licensing issues, and you got to find Acclaim people and or LGN, whoever's making those.
Yeah.
There's also, I mean, if I was doing a Genesis collection, I would try to put X-Men 2 Clone Wars on it. That was a good game.
Yeah.
Didn't like the first X-Men too much, but especially when I got to Mojo and you had to reset the computer, but that actually meant reset the actual Genesis without telling. Like, how many people got just in the pre-internet era just got stuck there and had no idea what to do? Like, it was just, and you literally had to reset the console.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
Pretty crazy. Oh, you punk.
I mean, that's up there with is like I thought of that back when Metal Gear Solid 1 came out, and they had you like. They kind of vaguely hinted you to look at the back of the CD case to get Meryl's codec frequency.
Yeah.
And it was just like, really? Like, you thought that was clear?
Caught up in the rabble here. Getting wrecked.
But Metal Gear Solid actually did. If you go back and play it now, it's interesting how hard it leaned on the fourth wall. And, like, didn't apologize for it and expected you to pick it up. Like, but the Psycho Mantis boss fights like that, too.
Yeah.
Where, like, they hint that you can switch the controller, but, like... There's a term paper in there somewhere if somebody wants to write it.
Well, chances are you get a really good grade on it because the professor would have no idea what you're talking about.
Either that or the professor's just the right age to be professors are going to be about our age now.
No, you're right.
So some of those guys are going to know.
That's true. Boy, you get caught back into the pack in this game, you're just screwed.
Yeah, and it's real easy. This track especially, it's real easy to start pinballing back and forth if you screw one turn up.
I just like hearing the clack of the SNES controller.
I do wish we could hear the music, though.
Yeah.
The music in that shit. Mute City is probably one of my favorite video game themes.
I'm getting
man, it's
wrecked.
It's a bumper fest out here. Look at that. You got about one hit left before you blow up.
Yeah.
You get to see some sweet Mode 7 effects.
Need to get to a strip to heal. Here we go.
Oh, that was great.
I got like 1 pixel.
Don't forget your boosts.
I don't know what button the boost is.
I can't remember. There's one of the face buttons. You boost now, you're probably gonna won't die.
Yeah, this track is not the place to do it. I'm holding on by a thread. Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
All right,
that swing
you're up.
around. Look at that.
I think we've seen enough of this one.
Let's see.
WC Esquire, is there a way to make a one-time contribution to this Patreon? Yeah, you absolutely can. Just choose whatever amount you want to contribute and wait for the date to turn over tomorrow, and then after you get charged, then cancel your account and you won't get charged again. You can jump in and out of the Patreon however you want.
Mm-hmm. It's one of the attractive things about Patreon.
Yeah, it's one of the things that people like about it. So yeah, just pledge whatever you want to donate, wait for the charge to turn over on the 1st, wait for the amount to get deducted from your account, and then just go into our Patreon and just cancel. And then you won't get charged for the next month.
I do like this game a lot. I go back and forth on whether this is my favorite Mega Man or whether Mega Man 2 is. But this was I do.
Is this
have
Mega Man X?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a fondness.
This is probably my favorite Mega Man.
It's really good. I
Yeah.
have a fondness for this one also because like we've seen a little bit today, like a lot of the Super Nintendo games are sort of like, you know, the game you already had on the NES with a little better graphics, a little upgrade. This like just was such a change and such a like an evolution of the series.
Well, look at this game compared to F-Zero as well.
Yeah.
I mean, just graphically, it's like a whole other league. Have you played Cuphead yet, Matt?
No, I haven't had time. I don't know why I went down there just to get that, but I enjoyed it.
You just, because you knew it was there.
Yeah.
And that's how you used to play it?
Whoop. I gotta stop humming music. I'm probably not in the same part of the music as it actually is, so it's like
Right.
creating some kind of horrible cacophony thing.
One thing that I think would improve this is if they just gave you a quick rundown of the controls for every game before you started playing it.
Yeah, well, this actually, I can't remember who, I think it was like Game Grumps or something like that, where they did like an analysis of this opening level and how it's one of the best teaching levels ever made, where like every little bit of the level design teaches you a different thing about how the game operates, and they don't need to use text or anything to do it. It's actually really smart when you really dig into it.
Is Game Grumps still around?
Sort of. It wasn't Game Grumps, but it was Ego Raptor doing it. I can't remember the name. of the series. They only did like 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah.
Because I guess they were really like intensive, like hard. It was hard to do them because they were really digging into stuff. But I can't remember. I'm sure the chat knows what it was. I had a friend who played this section. You know, came over and played Mega Man X, and he was a kind of a perfectionist about stuff. And when we get to this fight with what's his face here in the mech that you have to lose.
Right. I couldn't handle it.
He was like he kept resetting it. He kept and I was like, you gotta lose that fight.
You're going to die. There's no way to win it.
There's no way to win it, and he just wouldn't do it. He was like, no, we're gonna do it. I'm just like, you can't do it.
That's
the whole
funny.
point is you can't. There's a whole cutscene about it.
That's funny. Some people just refuse.
What is his name? Is his name Vice, I think?
I don't remember.
You can even tell because it makes the wrong sound when you hit him.
Anytime I hear weird noises here, I freak out. I'm like, someone's breaking in. Despite the cutscene that explained to him very clearly that he wasn't supposed to win the fight.
Right. Well, he wouldn't even get to this point. As soon as
right, he quit. That's funny.
See you later.
It's funny how clearly on this TV you can see the color banding where they're trying to do a gradient for the sky.
This is one of my favorite video game pieces of music ever. This password theme.
Yeah.
I can't even hear it, but I can still hear it. When I had this game originally, I would leave it on this screen and go do. I'd use it, just like leave it here and like go do other stuff.
Yeah.
With it on, and one time I did it. I left it on this screen for like 15, 20 minutes, and finally my dad came in and was just like, "You need to turn that off. Like, do something else. New music, please."
My dad would say that about every music I played.
I don't remember who I think I used to pick Chill Penguin first. Let's do this one level and then we'll.
Yeah, I was listening to hip hop when it first started. So my dad was just like, "What is this?" I mean, literally, I'm listening to the first ever
hop, a hibbity what?
Right? Yeah, he's just like, "Are you kidding me? My son is listening to this. What is this?"
Chicken tastes like wood. What is this about?
Yeah.
For the kids out there, that's the Sugar Hill Gang
Yeah.
with a 12-minute rap song.
In between that, I listened to that. I listened to like Devo, and my dad. I think that flipped him out even more than like rap.
My dad never minded like any of the music I listened to. Although the one reaction was like this, and some sounds from video games would get him.
Repetitive stuff.
Yeah, I think I've told a story about playing banjo.
Yeah.
Because I moved home after college, and his computer was right near the TV. And after the first round of like that, he just turns and looks at me and goes, "Really?"
That's funny.
Which is like, when you think about it, one of the most reasonable responses to Banjo-Kazooie ever.
Yeah.
Really?
That's probably a good way to describe the whole game, really. Yeah, I would listen to Devo, and he would come into my bedroom and act like a robot. Before the robot dance existed. He may have invented the robot, actually, my dad. He never complained about games too much, though. Mostly because I played them in my bedroom for the most part.
Mm-hmm. Well, I played in my bedroom, but like our computer was in my room.
Yeah. And I played them on a TV that was literally about this big. Like, it was like... And the first one I used was black and white. So if I wanted to play in color, it's like...
I had a 27-inch Sony Trinitron I bought with.
That's a good TV, or was a good TV.
With my comic shop money.
Yeah.
And used that. Now drag that to college and back, and all that. That thing.
It weighed like 200 pounds.
It was probably close to 100 pounds, I would say. I did actually look up a couple of like CRT stuff now, and like there's a Sony like HD like Vega like Trinitron thing. It actually does weigh 203 pounds.
My mother, she had a 30-some inch tube TV in her bedroom up until the Christmas before this past one. And for Christmas, I bought her a flat panel TV to replace it, and then it was my job to get rid of it. Oh my God, dude. I had nobody to help me. My mom weighs like 85 pounds or whatever. And I literally almost broke my back trying to get rid of that thing. Like, I have a buddy who does construction and real estate in the area where my mom lives. And so I called him and I'm like, "Hey, do you have like a dumpster somewhere where I can dump this TV?" He's like, "Oh, sure, there's one over by this apartment complex or whatever." So I take the TV over there. I could literally barely lift it by myself. And I take it all the way over to the dumpster and realize that they have the dumpster set up so that people can't get in it and dumpster dive. And there's just this little dinky hole to throw stuff in it. And I'm trying to stuff the TV in there. I can't. I could not pick the TV back up off the dumpster, so I had to pull the car back over by the dumpster and then shove it off of the top of the dumpster into the hatchback. Oh, it was a nightmare, dude. And then finally I found out that the only place in the area where you could dump off old TVs was a Best Buy.
A weapon for that.
It was a Best Buy like 20 miles away, and I took the TV there, and there was this graveyard behind the Best Buy of tube TVs. There was probably like 400 of them back there.
So you were not the first to have the
Oh,
idea.
no, not at all. Oh, video games before they really perfected wall jumping. It's just kind of this awkward button mash thing you do. I guess it still kind of is, actually.
It's not Mega Man if you don't jump through the doors. Hopefully this guy didn't kill me. I don't remember these.
Config terminal. I don't think Matt has ever played this game before.
What?
That's what they're saying. It's like.
He said that when I was playing Mario.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It was also inaccurate.
Oh yeah, that is old actually.
I thought he was kidding. I think he's gonna die though.
Yeah, I mean, CRT TVs are so heavy, man.
Oh yeah. Well,
I mean, you get they're one that like this big, and you can hardly pick it up.
Maybe this isn't the guy I used to play first. I don't remember.
Oh, that first shot is fast. This actually reminds me a lot of Cuphead. This is what Cuphead's like.
Not inaccurate. Got on there, huh?
As if it wasn't hard enough, they have to put that weird filter over the front of the screen. You got him.
Davil124 asks, do you think they'll release a remastered edition of Red Dead 1 for the current console? No.
We kind of talked about that on Game Face this week.
Yeah, well, apparently the thing is, I guess that the code for it is in like it was very rough and very kind of they barely got it together to work, and going through it and making a remaster out of it apparently would be prohibitively time consuming and expensive. If they
probably still worth it though. I mean, if they remastered it, it would sell like crazy.
I would probably pay full price for that.
Most people would, yeah.
But the thing, like, if they were going to do a remaster of that, I don't think they would have made it backwards compatible on Xbox One.
Yeah.
Now, that does leave you kind of screwed on PS4, but I guess they expect you to just play it on, like, PlayStation Now.
Yeah.
Alright, I think I'm done with that. That's fun. Not that I'm having a bad time, but...
Should we play Star Fox 2?
Sure. Well, you can't. You gotta unlock it.
Oh, clear stage 1 in Star Fox. Okay.
This is not a comfortable chair.
You can pull that one up. Just watch the cables.
I'll deal with it. Oh, I remember when I used to play this in Toys R Us. We had a demo of it, and like we'd sit there and watch it and be like, "Oh, it looks so good."
Look at it.
Oh, it's 5 polygons.
It's hilarious. I remember the first time I saw Star Fox 64. My mind was like blown. It's funny that they make you just complete the first stage of this to play Star Fox 2.
I also like that, the icon on the menu is like Star Fox 2 is like wrapped up like a present.
Yeah.
They like to do that. 3DS does that with all the downloads too.
Let's see. Nova Bomb, Break, Blaster. Do a barrel roll. Game. Corn area. Good luck. Fox. Our last resort is to counterattack Venom.
Oh, we got a jump there.
Wow.
Up to 4874.
Yeah, what happened there?
I don't know. Somebody really enjoyed Mega Man.
That could be. We're only 1,100 short. 1,100 short, people.
That's a whole convention of short people.
Yeah. Scramble.
Scramble at 10 frames a second. Oh, God.
It's freaking awesome. This is the genesis of what we have
like
now.
A building.
Hey, I've seen PlayStation games that look worse.
Yeah. Well, at least like this is lit. Like PlayStation games, the PlayStation games will look like this, and they'd be like underlit. They'd be like dark and weird.
Look at those bullets, though. It may not be easy to actually finish the first stage of this. Oh, holy
Ooh.
cow! Oh my gosh!
It's amazing how like my memories of Star Fox seem to have really been colored by Star Fox 64.
Yeah. Do a barrel roll.
Ooh, I don't think you're gonna live through this.
I don't think so either. At first I was laughing at like, oh, just finish the first level, what a formality. And now I'm like, well, crap.
There's those guys.
Yeah.
Series mainstays. God, I can't even tell what I'm looking at.
Squint. Just squint your eyes. Funny part is you see the like the teammates helping you and everything still.
Well, yeah, I mean, they definitely knew what they were after on this game.
I can't wait to drop the Nova Bomb. But it's like, you have no like reticule or anything. You have no idea where you're actually shooting.
There's a deal at Best Buy. If you buy PlayStation VR, you get Resident Evil 7 for free.
Wow, that's a good deal.
A little update from Mario 64 there.
Oh, those were the circles I was supposed to fly through. You can't tell the enemies from like, oh no, I couldn't even finish it. Look at this. It's freaking
Right,
great.
you have to boost through that.
Yeah. Drop the Nova Bomb.
Did they even talk in this?
No.
They just went
Yeah,
right?
this is all jibber jabber.
Jibber jabber. Jibber jabber, talking about a fool when you're playing the game. So you got a real Mr. T thing going on there.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
The game trash talk.
Yeah. Oh, it could be a lot worse. Am I supposed to shoot those things? I don't even know what those are.
I believe they're that radio tower on the top of the hill in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Those guys are just trying to do their job, and you gotta blow them up. Moving a building to the other side of the road.
Which makes no sense whatsoever, but okay. That's an enemy, I believe.
Yeah, anything with those big glowing... oh, Nova Bomb.
Did I get it?
Yep.
I can't tell.
Yeah, I only know that because I see you at 4 now.
Right.
So,
Uh-oh. I hit a building.
This time don't try to kill your shield upgrade.
This is hilarious. Like a good time for a Nova Bomb to me.
It's so long.
It's freaking awesome. Is that a blaster upgrade?
That's a shield
No.
refill. Which you needed. Boost. You fiend. Save.
Get lost, you fiend. I'm assuming I need to shoot that UFO.
We're supposed to get that off, what's his butt's tail? Can't remember the rabbit's name all of a sudden.
Peppy.
Peppy. The only one I remember Slippy and Falco, just 'cause I hate Slippy and Falco was a band. So. A money-making player that ain't with us no more.
Is he the one that did One Night in Bangkok?
No, that was Murray Head. That was the brother of the guy who played Giles on Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Falco did Rock Me Amadeus.
Oh, okay, that's right. Bangkok, Oriental City.
So you don't know what the city is getting.
Yeah. I saw that music video back in the day. That's the
I
only
saw it.
reason I know like the words to it.
I saw the show.
Oh, really? You
saw
saw Falco live?
No, Chess
Or-
from that
oh.
One Night in Bangkok is from. It's from a musical.
Oh, it is?
It's from a musical by the guys who used to be in ABBA called Chess, about an American and a Soviet guy competing in a chess tournament. And it's in one of the big tournament is in Bangkok, and the American, who's played by Murray Head, who is the British brother of Anthony Head, who played Giles, comes out and sings that song at the beginning of Act 2.
Nova Bomb time. Let's just end that little charade right now.
Yeah, another Nova Bomb maybe.
Oh, no! Man, I was making fun of finishing the first level, and now I'm 0 for 2. No checkpoints, I'm also guessing.
No, there's a reason they call it Nintendo Hard.
Yeah. Well, actually, looks like there is a checkpoint. It started me where the UFO
All right.
was.
That's good.
Pulling off the barrel roll is tough. Double tapping these shoulder buttons. Thank heavens there was a checkpoint there. But I still have 3 Nova Bombs.
Yeah.
I should probably just drop them immediately.
I think you can deal with this straight up. This is easy. But you want to probably use it on that last. You're not hitting it.
I can't tell. How do you know that I'm not hitting it?
Because it's not flashing.
I can't tell for
When you hit the
squat.
weak spot, because you're trying to hit the glow at the flashing weak spot when you hit it.
No, I get that, but it's
There
like...
it goes. Also, I think it makes a sound when you're hitting it, which of course is not helping.
Yeah.
It's real hard to tell visually what's happening, frankly. Yeah, you might need to Nova Bomb that. Boom. And then Nova Bomb this.
It's really hard to be precise when you have no reticule.
There you go. Zero lives left, almost no shield.
And I probably just died from that explosion.
No, that's just cosmetic. All ships check in, and thanks for the hand, guys.
Yeah, they didn't do squat. Alright, now we can play Star Fox 2, I guess.
In theory, I guess probably wait for wait for level 2 to start.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, like pick a.
Good luck.
Alright, so that's stage 2, so we'll reset and see if.
At least there's a reticule on that one. Is it unlocked now?
Yeah, there
Yep.
it goes. Ta-da!
Dun, da, da, da. All right, let's give it a whirl. I've not heard good things.
No, from what I've heard, there's a reason they canceled it.
Yeah.
But it sounds like it's got kind of a weird like Star Fox. What was the 3DS? What was the DS one? Star Fox.
DS?
Yeah, there was a DS Star Fox. Armada or something like that.
No, that was a GameCube one for that
Okay, so maybe it was Star
Namco
Fox
made.
Assault then.
Yep, that's it. Was it DS? Yeah, I guess it was DS.
Because
yeah.
I remember drawing the patterns of the ships on the
Yeah.
touch screen, but like
That's right.
they kind of had an RTS thing going on. I heard that there's a little bit of that in this, but mainly that this is really short and awkward and weird.
And there's a reason it was never released.
Yeah.
1996. Wow.
Only 21 years later.
When you think about it, this is the same year that Super Mario 64 came out.
Yeah.
And for some reason, they were working on this.
Well, there was Nintendo used to support their systems a long way into the next gen.
Yeah.
Traditionally, I mean, obviously not with the Wii U, but there's a pretty good reason for that. And I guess this is kind of where the walker thing comes from. They force you to play in 2.
Which I
or 0,
yeah, which I hate.
Yeah.
What is going on?
They're showing you the map.
Oh.
There's like a strategy layer to this game. So, man, this dog is useless.
Good luck.
Good luck. You'll need it.
Smash TV, right?
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. You can actually pick the
Yeah,
character.
This is totally like.
Who are these people?
Characters
Faye?
that never appeared again.
Mew?
Because they didn't have Crystal yet.
Right.
It's very similar. It's very similar to.
Well, I'm surprised Rare
Saw.
didn't just use these characters instead of making up new ones for
Yeah, I don't know.
Star Fox Adventures.
Well,
I mean, they were already there.
To be fair, they'd already created the Star Fox Adventure characters when it wasn't a Star Fox game.
Right.
So,
It's true. So did it randomly pair me up with Peppy?
I guess. Look at that. Peppy's got a different ship.
Oh, yeah. Well, it doesn't look like any of them have R-Wings. The top one kind of looks like an
That looks
R-Wing.
like an R-Wing. How do you refresh the counter?
Just refresh the web page. That's it.
Requests to refresh the counter.
Just make sure you don't move the... Yeah, that should do it. 4880. $1,100. That's all we need.
It's all we need to feed Shane.
Yeah, seriously.
Alright, so I assume that's you there, so you gotta pick where you're gonna go, which I assume you should go to the places that are exploding. Alright.
Maybe the asteroid belt. Let's do Venom. Seems a little early.
Just infiltrate the enemy base and annihilate it.
That sounds like fun.
So how do you select it? Circle button, maybe? Not
Circle button.
A button.
I'm trying A. It's not working. Maybe I can't select that
Maybe.
yet.
Go to the asteroid field and see if you can get that. Start or
No.
anything. Davis. There we go.
I think it may have been Y. I don't even know. I just hit all the buttons at once.
Yeah, so it's like you gotta pick where you're going, and then, well, it looks better than the first one.
No, a lot better, yeah.
Oh, look at that. Okay, interesting. It's like Wing Commander. It's like a space sim.
Except it's inverted. So
invert.
it's telling you to like go up, but you actually have to. Oh boy.
Oh, so down is up and up is down.
Yeah.
Like every flight sim ever.
Yeah.
I'm into that.
I don't know. When the arrow is saying up and left, you're supposed to go down and.
Well, yeah, but you're flying a thing, so it's like a stick.
I can't even get an enemy on my screen. There's one.
What's shoot?
I don't know.
Everything.
I have no idea what's going on. No clue whatsoever. Fire something.
You were shooting something.
The only time I fired anything is when I just started mashing buttons.
Yeah, well, then pick some buttons. Start pressing buttons. Hey, what was that? The blue thing. You're shooting blue
That
stuff
appears
just
to be
now.
X. I don't even know. You'd think they would make the controls the same as the first Star Fox. Maybe that's asking too much. This is funny. Some people have gone to sleep and now have woken up.
And you're playing.
And I'm still here. And they come back to the stream. Welcome back. We're still going. Except now Matt's here. I'm not solo anymore.
No. We lost 2 of them, but we killed 2 others.
There was only 4 enemies in that whole stage?
Yeah.
So it's a more considered game than the first one. It's not really Star Fox-ish.
It reminds me of Assault. There's a similarity there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not probably if you like the first game, this probably wasn't what you were expecting.
Yeah.
Man, we are messed up.
Sweet, you already cleared that stage?
Yeah.
In like 0.2 of a second.
I was mopping up the 2 guys that we.
Oh, got you. So you kind of chased after him. Oh, I see what's going on now.
Yeah. So they're trying to hit Corneria, and we have to intercept them in that kind of real-time
Right.
strategy map thing there. And now we got to blow this missile up so they don't.
Which is something that's still a part of Star Fox, by the way.
Yeah.
There's all those missions where you have to like blast the missile before it detonates. Got that other rocket there coming.
Yeah, I think I gotta recharge. Yeah, it didn't recharge. No. This is really weird.
It is so weird.
This is not what I would have expected
No.
a Star Fox game to be.
I also, if you had shown me like the screenshot of this, I never would ever guess it's Star Fox. Yeah.
I'm still smoking there. I don't know.
I can kind of see why this never was released.
Alright, so I guess we got a boss following us here. Let's see what happens here. I guess we're gonna have to fight the Mirage Dragon. Okay. At least I figured out how to heal. Man, this frame rate.
Yeah, I've seen that mentioned in a lot of the reviews. Creative Elvis, thanks, man. I'm okay now. I may need your words of encouragement here in like 4 hours or whatever. Sub boost. When does the stream actually end? Around 9 or 10 a.m. tomorrow?
Oh, I did. I don't know what the hell I did.
And then it hit you at the end. It was funny when Michelle
This
came
is
here.
the game?
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of up my alley in terms of like me liking space sim stuff. But
Right.
This is not Star Fox.
No, not at all.
I'm not terrible at it.
No, you're really good at it. You're like destroying. It looks like it's kind of built this way though, where you only have a short amount of time to.
Yeah. Well, people are. I guess like this is like they were saying. People were saying like it's real short if you know
What you're doing.
what you're doing, and that, I feel like that seems a pretty accurate statement.
Oh. I will say this does look significantly better than the first Star Fox. At least you can kind of tell what's going on in this one.
Okay, I see.
Oh, it's Leon. That's crazy. Leon did end up appearing in future Star Fox games. You almost got him. He's done.
Planet cannon. That sounds bad.
Yeah. Like the Death Star, maybe?
Oh, okay. The carriers are moving in now. Let's see. Let's go after this thing. Hello, Star Destroyer. I like to play a Star Wars game like this. Like modern tech.
Right. But with this kind of a concept?
Yeah, like a map. I mean, this is sort of like... Remember, like I've said, I like those real-time strategy games where, like, you have, like, kind of a strategic map and then you kind of play things out as battles happen.
Yeah.
It's kind of like... But I feel like this is a little bit different. I like that. Gives you a little ownership.
For sure. There's no meter to show you if you're doing anything right.
Okay, we're gonna do like a little like trench run.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Okay, so now we're kind of doing old school Star Fox here.
Yeah.
Although this is a little bit like Star Wars the arcade game.
A little bit, yeah. I think more than a little. What was that thing on the left?
That was a picture of the dog admiral. I guess I was supposed to pick that up.
Wow.
Oh, we've gone Walker. And I gotta, yeah, you turn with the shoulder sticks, the shoulder buttons. Man. I mean, I gotta give him credit. This is not great, but it's ambitious.
Oh yeah.
They're trying something here.
On the Super Nintendo, they created this. It's crazy. I mean, they are polygons.
Yeah, I mean, like I can tell what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Like, that's a step up from the first one.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I mean, that's pretty cool. Like in concept, not necessarily in execution.
Yeah. I mean, they did the best they could with the technology that was
Yeah.
available back then.
Is that enough of this? You think?
Probably.
Yeah.
I think that's up to you.
I'm okay.
You're the one playing it.
Let's do another one, I guess. I got a thing in the morning, so I can't be here all night. What else do you want to play on this?
Let's just take a quick look.
Save that, actually. Go down and... Y button. Yeah, I'd rather not redo that.
No, I don't blame you.
I'll pick that up later.
Castlevania IV is pretty awesome. I mean, every game on here is pretty awesome, really. Two Kirby games.
So much Kirby.
Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Oh my god, forget that. No, thank you. This is pretty good. Super Mario RPG. Not something you play on a stream, though, but...
Well, on a long stream.
Right.
Dedicated to it.
Yeah.
What did you pick, Castlevania?
Yeah. Not much easier than Ghouls and Ghosts.
Certainly better than what followed.
Yeah.
So many house centipedes. Does that mean there's a non-Super Castlevania 4? The Super thing got a little out of hand
Yeah.
after a while.
For sure.
It hit the point. It was like when on the DS where everything had to be DS early on.
Yeah. Well, there was also the 64 thing.
Right.
Everything was something 64.
Yeah, Nintendo really had a thing going on there. I mean, even now, Wii U.
Yeah.
Smash.
Now there's new whatever, new Super Mario Brothers U.
New Super Mario Bros. 11 years old.
New Super Mario Brothers Luigi U. It's just getting ridiculous.
I was glad to see Luigi get some attention, though.
Yeah. Give me the knife. Give me the knife.
Keep moving.
I did. I hit the button and he just didn't jump. Yeah, it's weird how you can't like just jump up onto the stairs.
There's Castlevania.
Yep.
Mode 7. I think to wiggle the whip.
Wiggle it just a little bit. Money. Give me money. You know they worked on that for like a month or something too.
I remember the magazines making a big deal out of that. You could move between the planes.
Yeah. So funny.
Now you're behind things.
Yeah,
It's
there's something
incredible.
in front of you. I cannot hit those candles to save my life.
Yeah, Revenge of Shinobi already did it.
It's all fun and games until the Medusa heads show up. Oh. Or those skeletons that can throw the arcing bones.
Arcing Bones is my new metal band cover name.
No! Well, this isn't going well.
No. Have to improve to not go well. There's gotta be wall meat somewhere. Anytime you find a pot roast on a wall, kids, you eat that thing.
Yeah.
Mode 7 time! Woo! That wasn't one of the good Mode 7 things.
Uh-oh. Oh, you bastard. Now I have this puny ass
whip
whip. Here's the upgrade. Neat.
Just whip him straight straight up.
You bastard!
Just hit him straight up. Boom. That was the big new feature. Simon learned directions.
Probably something down there I should get, but
This ain't 100% run.
no, definitely not.
Hello.
What am I supposed to do to get in?
Jump over it.
I don't know how that's possible.
No.
I don't think you can. Screw you. Sam almost dead again. Hard to break the habit of being able to jump upstairs. Modern contrivances. I feel like I should go down there.
I'm sure there's nothing of value.
Throw your bone, fool. Money.
If we get closer so he pops up and hit him.
Wish I could hear the music.
Yeah.
I really do. Great bones of fire. Maybe break bricks. Give me something, fools. Bastard. No yawning allowed, Matt Kyle.
Yeah, I'm not the one that has to stay up.
That's what I'm saying. You can't yawn. I'm the one who has to stay up.
Well, you don't yawn,
It's the
man.
power of suggestion. I'm not yawning. Not yet. Give me a couple hours.
Oh!
Bastard. Needed that.
What's the time target exactly?
Around 9:30 in the morning.
Can you do diagonal?
I don't think so. Yep. Yes, you can. Diagonally. Oh, I didn't even see the horse's head on the ground. Oh. Oh, no. These are our checkpoints. Well, I tried to whip up. Wasn't happening. Doesn't seem to want to work when those things are coming down.
He did it once.
Ooh, just froze.
Well, that's because you got the whip upgrade.
Yeah, see, when you can't hear the music, it's like you don't get those audio cues. Come on, you horse's head. Look at that bastard. It knows exactly how long your whip is. Now there's one upside down on the ceiling. Look at its mouth. It's like wah 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 wah.
Not a very good stable.
It's like a flappy jaw horse.
A lot of dead horses, probably due to those giant troughs.
Yeah.
They ate themselves to death. Oh, I guess who's back?
I can't whip down?
If you can if you jump.
Oh yeah.
That much I remember.
There's all those horses' heads are back down there.
Yep.
Leave me alone.
There's a horse out of there. Skeleton horse.
Oh, there's the Medusa
There they
heads. I hate these damn things. They're one of my least favorite enemies in the history of video games. Ah! See? I hate them. Oh, I hate you! I hate you! I knew it.